Okay, so first, what is price discrimination? Price discrimination is when a seller charges different prices to different customers from the same product, even though the cost of producing doesn't change. The goal is to squeeze more consumer surpluses and turn it into profit. Examples of this would be movie theaters charging different prices for kids and adults and seniors, airline places charging different prices based on when you book, student discounts at restaurants or tech companies, and coupons for people who use them to pay less than people don't. Okay, what is perfect price discrimination and what happens to consumer surplus plus why does D equal MR? So, in a perfect price discrimination graph, D is equal to MR, and one that would be making profit would have the ATC above the demand and marginal revenue curve. So when a monopoly perfectly price discriminates, it charges each consumer the highest price they're willing to pay. That means that the firm captures all of the consumer surplus as profit. The consumer surplus becomes zero because every unit sold is at the buyer's exact minimum willingness to pay. And why does the demand equal the marginal revenue? Under perfect price discrimination, every extra unit sold brings in the full price on the demand curve. Since the firm doesn't have to lower the price on the previous units, marginal revenue is exactly equal to the demand curve. So now, what is a natural monopoly? So now, what is a natural monopoly? A natural monopoly is something that it makes more sense for it to be a monopoly than there being competition. The graph looks like this with the ATC curve going down over time and the marginal revenue curve only crossing the ATC curve after a very long time. So some examples of this would be electric companies, water and sewage utilities, natural gas pipelines, cable and internet providers, and railroads. So what is an unregulated versus regulated natural monopoly pricing? So an unregulated natural monopoly sets output where MR equals MC and then charges the price on the demand curve above that point. This usually results in a high price and a positive economic profit, but less output than society wants. But the government can regulate the price in two ways. When price is equal to ATC, this lets the firm cover all of its costs and earn zero economic profit. Or when price equals MC, this is a socially efficient point, but the firm will usually lose money unless it gets a subsidy because the MC is below the ATC.